interface, that SQL Server Management Interface, and you're really confused what it's all about. In this video, I'm going to be showing you some of the things you never knew about the SQL Server Management Studio interface. Welcome to my cyberspace. Let's get right into it. So first thing first is we want to head up to try to open SQL Server Management Studio, or you type in SSMS, whichever one you're using. It's going to open up. So let's try to first of all understand some of the things you first of all see. It's probably ask you to connect whatever this is. I'm just going to use a dot, or you use like your instant name. I'm just going to connect. Now I'm connected. So first few things is let's try to connect again. If we connect, we see we have database engine analytics service. Whenever you were downloading, you actually downloaded analytics service. You could also click on this, you could connect. It's going to work if you downloaded that. If you have integrated service, it might work, it might not. So just wanted to let you know that there's more to connecting than just database engine, but a lot of times we connect with the database. And so we have this new query. This is where you want to like create a new file, but first of all, let's close this out and go to our database. So we see could create a new query right here. So that's that about that. There are also like some shortcuts. So first of all, this is file. In case you want to open up something, you want to open up a project, you could try to do that if you have a project or whatever it is. We could also, this is creating new one. So either you want to create a new query or whatever it is, or you want to close. But most of the things you would use would be you create a new query. We do something like, let's try to just open up a table. I'm going to show us literally how to do this. So let me open up this one. Right, so we have this right here. So we could, this is we selecting. I could just maybe, if I want to maybe select very few of this, right, I click on execute. So when I click on execute, this is how to run the query, and I can just highlight everything and press Ctrl Enter, and it's still going to be the same be the same thing, right? So just depends on whatever you really want to do. So but first few things is if you have your database already, in case you want to learn how to load in the AdventureWorks database, you could check out my previous video. First few things is it's going to be like this. So we have database security server objects, but one of the ones that you might use is this server object. This server object has a linked server. So linked server is, you might have other server that is related to your main server, and in case you're pulling up tables from different servers, so you might want to know if that server is linked to the server that you're currently on. So that's a linked server, and this is going to pull up also one of the things, if you have this called programmability. Yeah, so that's if you have, so that's at when you click a particular database. So let's say it's a database in itself, and I open it up, and let me close this. So when you open up a database, you're going to see things like programmability. You're going to see external resources. So programmability is going to show you like your store procedure. So this is where we store our store procedure. In case you don't know what store procedure is, it is in case you're writing a very long query or long manipulation, and it's something you'll be using real currently. It's like a folder to keep something. So that's what this store procedure is all about. Currently this doesn't have any store procedure. This is view. It's also like a table, but it has less capability compared to a table. Tables is where most of your tables will be, right? So you have all of these tables that we have here. Something else you also might want to know, but the most important thing is when you are on a database, you would mostly use the tables, the view, and the programmability. Programmability is mostly the things you use there would be the store procedure. So if they ask you go where look for the store procedure, it's going to be under programmability. And something else is SQL Server Agent. This is if you like have a store procedure and you want to keep executing it, this is where you find them. And other things is let's say for tools you want to customize the color, so we have this like could change this to dark, right? So depends on whatever you really want to do for that. So I'm just going to leave it as blue, the way it is. I think this is what most people use. And so they're just different. You can play around it. This is another thing is in case this is a different connection. Right now I'm connected via these dots. I could connect via JJ Insights. Right on this query, I could just change the click on change, right click, I click on connection, change connection. So for a different connection, and I just want to use like JJ Insights. So this is showing me my recent connection, trust certificates, and right now on this particular one I'm in a different connection, I'm in a different server. Also, when you are in a server, you could also choose your like the database by just selecting from the drop down here, and this is to save or save all. This majority of what you'll be using when you are using SQL Server Management Studio. If this video was a value for time, do well to like, subscribe, and follow.